You're watching IPL is Raining Cash. I'm Jujhar Singh. The third edition of the Indian Premier League, or the IPL, has begun this evening. 8 teams owned by corporate bosses and film stars fighting each other with millions of dollars of business twirling around them. In fact, everybody associated with the IPL, even a chewing gum company, is hoping to make big bucks. In this show, we're going to be talking about the business of IPL. We're pleased to have with us Indranil Blah, Vice President of Quan Entertainment and Marketing Solutions. He joins us from Bangalore. Here in the studio, we're pleased to have with us Ashish Shukla, former Indian cricketer and also former player with the Kolkata Knight Riders. Also, Ashish Shukla, Director, Outlier Sport and Media. And Gulu Ezekiel, who's a well-known sports journalist. We're going to be talking about this business and brand of the IPL in just a couple of minutes. But before that, the concept was already available. Football, basketball and baseball, among other sports, function along the same lines in most parts of the world. And Lalit Modi had the advantage of having the most sellable cricketers in the world. Combine the two and what do you get? Well, you get the Indian Premier League and you get big business. All right, let's talk about the business and brand called IPL. Once again, we're pleased to have with us Indranil Blah, Vice President of Quan Entertainment and Marketing Solutions, Ashish Shukla, former Indian cricketer and former player with the Kolkata Knight Riders, Ashish Shukla, Director of Outlier Sports and Media, Gulu Ezekiel, who's a sports journalist, and Ayaz Memon, who's a senior cricket journalist, is now valued as the second most valuable team, $46 million. Last time they finished bottom of the IPL league. So again, how do you understand this?
So I tell you what, you talked about Rajasthan Royals beginning to break even. You talked about Kolkata Knight Riders making profits from the first year onwards. Even though in the first 2 years and even in the game today, they don't look in very good shape. It has a lot to do with the masses touch which Shah Rukh Khan evokes. And also that they were the lowest bidded team in the IPL. They were the lowest payers in terms of the money which was put in the first IPL. So the costs were less, the investment was less, the profits are beginning to even. And I tell you what, it is just not the money you get from the advertisers, from the television companies, from the great revenue. Also, when you talk about Calcutta, Eden Gardens has the biggest number of audience which can come in. So that also helps.
Okay. So that means the team is valued not just by how it performed in the IPL, but also by perception, what kind of star power it has, therefore what kind of eyeballs it can attract, so on and so forth.
I tell you what, primarily, everyone wants India to be a global power. And I think IPL is the best vehicle, it has been the best reflection of this aspiration. Because you are marrying show business, glamour, commerce with cricket.
With cricket.
If I can butt in, I say what? See, there is a perception that television is masquerading as cricket. And I don't think it is wrong. Despite the benefits which the game has gained, as Akash said, no batsman in 2020 cricket these days can survive without the paddle and the scoop and the slower delivery which has come from the fast bowler's armory. There is a benefit to the sport, but IPL as an entity, as an enterprise, is a television.
It's a television question in this segment to Ashish Shukla. They also, let's just talk about the IPL teams you've talked. Let's talk about the BCCI over here, the IPL commission, as it were. They're also making money. TV rights, 800 movie theatres are screening the IPL matches this time. YouTube rights, they're having after-show parties and fashion shows, and a television channel has the right to broadcast those. Must say, it's very innovative, actually.
I tell you what, when you look at cricketers and you look at the kind of slogans and staples which are there on their kit, you realize that you have walked into a supermarket. I mean, that everything about them is advertisement. See, we must not make a mistake.
And now Akash Chopra was saying he's not a commodity.
I tell you what, we must not make a mistake of confusing cricket with this thing. It's a completely television enterprise. And cricket is incidental. Cricket has benefited the younger guys who might be looking for the opportunity of making it to the Indian team for the World Cup in West Indies in a couple of months' time. They have reasons to put in their best. And Manish Pandey, there are a lot of guys who have come forward also.
And of course, you've got cricket, you've got Bollywood, you've got fashion, all rolled into one. Obviously, they've got the formula right. Let's take a break. When we come back,